My dear brothers and sisters, I greet you with love, with grace, and with the knowing that we are gathered here to learn, to grow, and to walk a little stronger in the light of wisdom. Now, I do not stand before you as a stranger to life's lessons. No, life has been my teacher, and oh, how stern a teacher she can be. But even in her sternness, there is love. Even in the wounds we carry, there is wisdom. And tonight I want to share a lesson that will set some of you free. See, there are people in this world who will use you, who will take what is good and kind in you and leave you empty. And let me be clear, this is not a tale of anger, nor is it a sermon of revenge. No, my friends, this is a message of recognition. This is a lesson in God's guidance. So who are these people? Let us call them by name. One, the taker. Oh, they come with hands outstretched, not to give, but to receive. They love what you do for them, but never who you are. And should you refuse? Well, suddenly, their love is nowhere to be found. To the pretender, they smile in your face, call you friend, call you brother, call you sister. But when the winds change, when the world stops looking, their loyalty vanishes like smoke. 3, the complainer. Nothing you do is ever enough. No matter how hard you try, how much you give, they will always find something wrong. And if you listen too long, you'll start believing you're not enough either. But hear me when I say, you are enough. 4, the manipulator. Oh, they are smooth. They are sweet. They are clever with their words. They twist truth like a vine around your heart until you cannot tell what is real and what is false. They make you doubt yourself, question your worth. But hear me, God does not send confusion. When you feel lost in someone's words, that is your sign to step away. 5, the user in disguise. This one comes wrapped in kindness, draped in good intentions. They say, I just need a little help, and at first it's true. But soon, their little help becomes just one more thing, and then one more after that until your whole life is spent in their service while they never lift a hand for you. 6, the envious one. They cheer for you in public, but in the quiet they wish for your fall. Their hearts are heavy with jealousy, and they will never celebrate your joy because they believe it steals from their own. 7, the one who will never change. This, my friends, is the one who has heard the truth, seen the light, and still chooses darkness. They have been given chance after chance, and still they remain the same. Do not waste your years waiting for them to become something they are not willing to be. Now, some of you may be wondering, what do I do with these people? Should I fight them? Should I teach them? Should I pray for them? Yes, pray for them. Love them from a distance, but do not let them break you. Because you, my dear, are a child of God, and your purpose is too great to be drained by those who only take. The good book tells us, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it. That means you must be mindful of who you allow near your spirit, near your dreams, near your peace. Let them go, not with bitterness, not with anger, but with the wisdom that God has more for you, better for you, greater for you. My dear ones, lean in close, for what I have to tell you is not just a message, it is a warning wrapped in love, a lesson wrapped in the wisdom of time. The world is full of many wonders, but it is also full of many people, and not all who walk beside you come with good intentions. Some come with open arms, but their hands are empty of love. Some smile at you, but behind their eyes is a hunger that has nothing to do with kindness. Some will use you, my dear, and they will never change. You see, the world has a way of teaching us through trial, through heartache, through the slow unraveling of trust. And if you have lived long enough, if you have given enough, if you have loved enough, then you have met these people. They come dressed in the garments of friendship, wrapped in the illusion of loyalty. But time, oh my dear, time has a way of peeling back the layers, revealing what is real and what was only ever a shadow. There is the taker, the one who will never see you as anything more than a well to draw from. They love what you do, what you provide, what you bring. But love you? No, my dear, they do not. They will drink from your kindness until you are dry. And when you have nothing left to give, They will move on to the next source, never once looking back to see if you have withered in their absence. Then there is the pretender, the one who knows all the right words, the one who can shape their voice to sound like honey. Oh, they will call you friend, call you family, swear they will never leave your side. But watch them, my dear. Watch them when the storm comes, when the wind howls and the ground trembles beneath your feet. A true friend stands with you in the rain, but a pretender will be gone before the first drop falls. And let us not forget the complainer, the one who never finds joy, never sees light, never embraces gratitude. You will give them your time, your patience, your love, and still they will say, "It is not enough." You will stretch yourself thin, bend yourself in ways you were never meant to bend, and still they will ask for more. Oh, but hear me, my dear, nothing will ever be enough for them, because they are not searching for fulfillment. They are searching for someone to blame for their own emptiness. Then comes the manipulator, the one who weaves words like a spider spins its web, delicate and dangerous. They will tell you that you are wrong when you are right, that you are unkind when you have only ever been gentle. They will twist your goodness until you doubt yourself, until you shrink, until you are nothing more than a quiet echo of the strong soul you once were. But hear me, my dear. God does not send confusion. When someone makes you question your worth, that is not love, that is not friendship, that is a trap. And you must step away. And oh, how many of us have met the user in disguise, the one who comes not as a stranger, but as a friend, as family, as someone who simply needs a little help. At first it is small, a favor here, a kindness there. But soon, my dear, soon you will find yourself carrying their burdens, solving their problems, giving and giving until you have given everything. And what do they offer in return? Silence, absence. A heart too full of their own needs to ever see yours. Then there is the envious one, the one who claps when you succeed, but only just loud enough to be seen. They smile in the daylight, but in the quiet corners of their soul they wish for your fall. They cannot celebrate your joy because in their heart your joy feels like their loss. But my dear, understand this. Your light does not dim another's flame. If they cannot rejoice with you, they do not belong beside you. And finally, the one who will never change, you will love them. Oh, how you will love them. You will pray for them, fight for them, believe in them, even when they have given you every reason not to. You will pour into them, hoping, waiting, wishing that one day they will see the light, step into truth, become the person you know they can be. But hear me now, my dear. Some people are not waiting for salvation. Some people are content in the darkness. And no matter how much love you give, no matter how many chances you offer, they will remain who they are. Now, my dear, you may ask, what do I do with this knowledge? Do I hate them? Do I fight them? Do I try to change them? No, my dear, no. You simply see them for what they are. You recognize them. And then with all the grace and all the wisdom God has placed within you, you step away. Not in anger, not in bitterness, but in the quiet understanding that your spirit is too precious to be drained by those who take without giving. You walk away not because you do not love them, but because you love yourself enough to know that love should never be a one-way street. You step away not because you wish them harm, but because you wish yourself peace. You let them go, not because you have given up on them, but because you have chosen to believe in yourself. And as you walk forward, my dear, do not carry guilt. Do not let regret sit heavy on your heart. For God has made you for more than this. He has called you to greater things, to higher ground, to a life where love is given and received in equal measure. And when you step into that life, oh, how you will soar. So recognize them, bless them, release them, and then, my dear, be free. My dear heart, come close and listen. The world will try to tell you who you are. It will dress you in its opinions, weigh you down with its judgments, and whisper in your ear that you are not enough. But hear me now. You are made with intention. You are crafted by the very hands of the Almighty, stitched together with love, and breathed into life with purpose. You are enough. And yet, my dear, There are those who will make you forget it. There are people who will take your kindness and twist it into a leash, pulling you here and there as they please. They will mistake your goodness for weakness, your generosity for servitude. They will take and take until you are empty, and then they will stand over your weary soul and ask, "Is that all?" But listen, my dear, you must not let them define you. You must not allow them to determine your worth. The measure of who you are is not found in the hands of those who use you, but in the heart of the one who made you. Do you know what it means to be enough? It means that right now, in this moment, without doing a single thing more, you are already worthy. You are already whole. It means that you do not have to beg for love, do not have to prove your worth, do not have to break yourself into smaller pieces just to fit inside someone else's idea of who you should be. But oh, how the world tries to convince you otherwise. They will come in all forms. The friend who only calls when they need something, the lover who takes your heart but never gives their own, the family member who guilt trips you into carrying burdens that were never yours to bear. They will make you think that your value is tied to what you can do for them, that if you stop giving, you will stop mattering. But hear me, my dear, hear me well. Your worth is not a currency to be spent on those who do not appreciate it. Your love is not a resource to be drained by those who do not return it. You are not an endless well to be dipped into whenever someone is thirsty for kindness, but unwilling to pour back into you. There is a lie the world tells, and it is this, that you must always be available, always be giving, always be sacrificing, or else you are not good enough. But let me tell you a truth greater than that lie. You are not created to be used. You were created to be cherished. You were made for love, real love, the kind that pours back into you, the kind that nurtures your soul, the kind that does not drain but replenishes. And I know, my dear, I know the ache of giving too much. I know the exhaustion of trying to be everything for everyone and feeling as though you are never quite enough. But let me tell you something. If they cannot see the light within you, it is not because you are not shining. It is because they have chosen to close their eyes. You do not have to keep proving yourself to people who refuse to see your value. You do not have to keep showing up for those who only ever take and never give. You do not have to explain your worth to those who have already decided to overlook it. Stand firm in the knowledge of who you are. When they call you selfish for protecting your peace, smile and let them talk. When they accuse you of being unkind because you set boundaries, stand tall and let them think what they will. The opinions of those who do not honor your spirit are not the foundation on which you should build your life. You see, when you truly know your worth, when you believe in your own enoughness, something remarkable happens. You stop chasing people who refuse to stay. You stop trying to earn love that was never freely given. You stop shrinking yourself to fit inside spaces that were never meant for you. And when you do that, oh my dear, when you do that, you will find that the people who truly love you, the ones sent by God himself, will not require you to become anything other than exactly who you are. They will not ask you to dim your light so they can shine. They will not make you feel small so they can feel big. They will love you fully and freely, not because of what you do for them, but simply because you are. So hold your head high. Walk with grace. Know that you are enough, not because of what you give, but because of who you are. And when the world tries to convince you otherwise, when the takers and the users and the ones who never change try to drain your soul, remember this: God made you whole, and that is enough. That will always be enough. My dear heart, there will come a time when you must draw a line in the sand, not out of anger, not out of pride, but out of wisdom, out of the deep understanding that your spirit, your joy, your very peace are not things to be handed over to those who do not cherish them. Now, I have walked through this life long enough to know that not everyone who smiles at you is your friend. Not everyone who calls you family carries love in their heart. Some come only to take to drain, to consume. They will leave you weary, depleted, stretched thin across their needs while your own go unattended. And if you let them, my dear, they will never stop. So, what must you do? You must set boundaries, and you must do it without apology. Oh, I know. Boundaries are hard for those who have spent their lives giving. You have been taught that love means sacrifice, that kindness means saying yes, that being a good person means always making yourself available. But hear me now. God did not place you on this earth to be used up. He did not create you so that others could wring you dry and walk away as if you were never there. There is a beauty in giving, yes. There is a power in generosity. But even a river must be replenished by the rain. Even the sun must set before it rises again. Everything in nature, everything in creation understands the rhythm of give and take, of pouring out and being filled. And you, my dear, must learn it too. When you set a boundary, when you say, no, I cannot do this, when you decide that your peace is worth protecting, there will be those who will not like it. They will call you selfish. They will say you have changed. They will accuse you of being unkind, unloving, ungrateful. And do you know why? Because they have benefited from your lack of boundaries. Because they have grown comfortable taking without giving. But hear me well. Someone else's disappointment does not mean you are doing something wrong. There will always be those who expect you to sacrifice yourself for their comfort. But your spirit was not meant to be placed at another's feet like a welcome mat. You were not put here to be walked over. You were meant to stand, to be strong, to be firm in who you are and what you will allow in your life. And I know, my dear, I know, you may be afraid, you may worry, what if I lose them, what if they leave? And to that I say, let them go. Because the people who truly love you, the ones who are meant to walk this journey with you, will not be threatened by your boundaries. They will respect them. They will honor them. They will love you enough to understand that protecting your peace does not mean you love them any less. And what happens when you set boundaries? When you stop saying yes out of guilt? When you no longer let yourself be drained by those who only take? You become free. You wake up in the morning with a light heart instead of a heavy one. You walk through the world with joy instead of exhaustion. You start to feel, truly feel, the love that is meant for you, the love that gives, not just takes. My dear, you have permission to choose yourself. You have permission to say no. You have permission to walk away from what no longer serves you, from what no longer feeds your spirit, from what no longer honors your heart. And do not let the world convince you that setting boundaries is cruel. No, my dear. Boundaries are an act of love. Love for yourself and even love for others. Because when you set boundaries, you teach people how to treat you. You show them what respect looks like. You guide them, not with anger, but with firm and steady grace. So stand tall. Speak with clarity. Let your yes mean yes and your no mean no. Protect your peace and do so with the knowing that you are worthy of love, of kindness, of respect. And when the world tries to shake you, when the takers try to pull you back into their grasp, remember this. A soul that knows its worth will never again be imprisoned by the expectations of those who do not. And oh, how free you will be. My dear heart, there comes a time in every life when we must choose. Do we cling to what is familiar, even when it wounds us? Or do we trust that God has something better ahead? I have walked through many seasons, and I tell you this. Letting go is not easy. We hold on because we hope. We hold on because we believe that maybe, just maybe, this time will be different. But my dear, when a soul has shown you time and time again who they are, it is no longer a question of their character. It is a question of your wisdom. Some people will never change, not because they cannot, but because they will not. They will take your love, your kindness, your prayers, and still walk the same crooked path. And my dear, you cannot fix a soul that does not want mending. You cannot carry someone who refuses to stand, so what do? You trust God's guidance. You open your hands and release what was never yours to hold forever. You step forward, not in bitterness, not in anger, but with the quiet strength of one who knows that God does not remove without replacing, does not close a door without preparing a better one to open. It is hard to let go, I know. It feels like loss, like failure, like an ending. But hear me now. Sometimes what feels like an ending is only a beginning in disguise. Sometimes the people we lose are not meant to stay, but meant to teach us, to shape us, to prepare us for what is to come. God sees what you do not. He hears the conversations behind closed doors, knows the hearts that smile at you but do not mean well. And when he begins to remove people from your life, do not chase after them, do not beg them to stay. Let them go, let them walk, let them drift away like leaves on the wind, and stand firm in the knowing that what is meant for you will never require you to lose yourself. You see, my dear, when we refuse to let go, we block the blessings waiting for us. When we cling to what no longer serves us, we make no room for what God has prepared. Have you ever held on so tightly to something that your hands ached? That is what happens when you refuse to release people who are never meant to stay. You hurt yourself, not because you are weak, but because you have forgotten that you are worthy of more. Oh, but when you let go, my dear, when you truly let go, how light you will feel, how free you will be. You will see that the weight you carried was never yours to bear. You will step into a life where peace is not a fleeting visitor, but a constant companion. And do not think that letting go means you have stopped loving. No, my dear, love and release can live in the same breath. You can love someone and still walk away. You can pray for them and still refuse to let them hurt you. You can wish them well and still know that your journey must continue without them. This is not cruelty. This is wisdom. This is trust. This is faith. And what is faith if not the belief that God knows better than we do, that he sees the road ahead when we do not, that he removes what is wrong so he can give us what is right? So dry your tears, my dear. Straighten your shoulders, lift your head, and when God calls you forward, do not hesitate. Do not look back at what he has already asked you to leave behind. Walk boldly, walk with faith, walk in the full knowing that what is coming is greater than what is gone. And oh, my dear, how glorious that will be.